Hello everyone, I am L to the W. I am a car enthusiast, a YouTube vlogger. I vlog about my love for cars and everything about my life. So if you're interested, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm a disabled veteran. I'm just trying to be creative and do stuff on YouTube. But anyhow, in the past, I have worked at dealerships before I went in the Army, and then after the Army, I started my own detail business. I've detailed everything from a Boeing 737 to small boats and all types of cars, from little tiny ones to exotic. So I've got a lot of experience, and I know what the dealers look for when they put a car on the lot. So today I have to sell this car here for my daughter-in-law, because you know when you trade in, they'll give you a lot. So I'm going to show you the steps like a dealer would use or anybody else would use to try to get the most money out of your car when you try to sell it, and give you some hints along the way so you can get the most money out of selling your own car. So let's get started. Start off by cleaning the engine. I use a little simple green, wash down everything, get like this part of the hood and everything, so when we pop the hood it looks nice and clean. Things we want to say, we're not going to blast these ignition coils directly, but we just want to make the engine look fairly decent for the buyer. Now what I've already done is I've soaked the floor mats. Now what I do is go back see, by letting it soak, it gets all that dirt to loosen up out of the fiber. So go ahead and get these clean, and I'll kind of shampoo that interior. Oh, you know, I make the car look nice. It gives you a little more value. Normally I don't use one of these brushes, but I don't think she's ever washed this car in probably the 5 or 6 years she's owned it. Okay, so what we're doing right now is I'm using the high speed and some polish to try to get some gloss back in this paint and fix all the scratches from years of neglect. So you can see this is the side I've done, and then when we transfer over to the other side, you can see all the haze and scratch marks right there. Go back here, you can clearly see the fluorescent light shining in it, and this side has nothing. It is back to pretty glossy and shiny. You know, it's not gonna be perfect by any means, but it's definitely going to add some value to the car. I mean, it's just going to look so much nicer put out there in the sun. It's already got a beautiful kind of greenish paint, and you know, it's just going to make it that much more desirable. So we'll get as much money as we can for this car. So how does she look? I was actually talking to my dad, and I apologize, when I was cleaning the car, so I really didn't film it, but it's really not important. This here, this really thick stuff, is carpet shampoo. The actual original container broke, and I ended up putting it in this old like Pepsi bottle. But you just mix that with water. What I did is I took the hose and lightly got the carpet like really wet, and then just you know, you just take a scrub brush and you clean it. And then I took a shop vac and sucked up a lot of the water, and then I just let it sit out here in the sun with the doors open. for a day, and worked out great. And you can see all the sand and stuff now that's come up out of the carpet. It's not perfect, but looks a whole lot better than what it was. And then like the same thing here, I just it's always my go-to Simple Green. It's a really good product, and you could dilute it, make it as strong. Like I mixed it really strong when I did the engine, and then when I got done, I just filled it back up with water to dilute it down. And all you do is I did the same thing here. I just sprayed the doors, kind of used the same brush, and just kind of gave it a big cleaning. Just did everything. Just be careful on stuff like this, that, you know, like you have the silk screening on and buttons. You really don't want to like spray too much directly in there, but then just take your rag and wipe everything down. Like I said, electronics like this, you don't want to shoot straight into. You don't want to shoot straight in these switches or anything like this. If you want to, get the rag wet and then wipe it down, or just kind of lightly go over the area. And if you have an air compressor, they work great too. You can always take your air compressor, the little blow attachment, and do that, which I'll do. It's horrible for video because it makes so much noise, but I'll take my compressor and blow all that out. So not hard to do at all. You just have to put a little elbow grease in, and like I said, the rewards would be great when you sell a car and it's just clean and nobody has to be like, oh man, that's dirty. So let's check out our cleaned up engine. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and take a little Armor All and just spray it directly in here, and then everything will be so nice and shiny, and it'll look about brand new. There we have a professional leather cleaner. I actually used to kind of do a lot of this stuff on my own, so I bought everything in bulk. That's why I don't have anything in like a regular use bottle. Now, gotta be careful. Some leather seats, the dye is not that great, so always do a small sample. If you have really good leather seats, that shouldn't be a problem. If they're really dirty, there's a blue Scotch-Brite. It has to be, do not use the green or anything. Green will absolutely tear stuff apart, but there's a blue that is very soft, or even a non-soapy steel wool, and you can get into, or again like this, you can use a brush because we have these pores. But leather's pretty delicate stuff, so you don't want to get too crazy with it. Yeah, unfortunately this car is such a light color. It's really hard, but I do think it is a bit better anyhow. So next step, we're just gonna go ahead and do the finishing touches, and we'll put this thing on the market. So next step we're gonna do is just take a little Armor All, and we're just gonna spray everything, all this metal, plastic, and that, anything that make sure you don't spray the belt that actually drives all the parts, because you don't want that to end up squealing. And all the rubber parts in that. And you will see after a while, when it gets to settle in, what a difference it's going to make in this engine compartment. Honestly, the Armor All probably won't do much at all for this. Probably need something thicker, but doesn't hurt to try. Now next thing we're going to do is go ahead, like I mentioned earlier, we're just going to give this thing another bath like this. We're going to try to get all this wax residue off the car, and for me in real time, it's actually been sitting for about 2 weeks. And of course we want to go ahead and give it one more vacuum, because after we shampooed, all that dirt came up, and then the interior should be good to go from here. Another tip I can give you is wipe down your door jambs. Nice clean door jambs. You know, somebody might not notice that they're clean, but they will definitely notice that they're dirty. Like here in the trunk. This tends to be one of the worst spots. So normally I would take a chamois and just wipe everything down, but this car here, this is quite dirty. I really don't want to get my chamois that messed up. So we'll take a rag and get that clean. It's not too bad, especially if we just wash the car, everything's wet. So there you have it. See how much better that looks. Yeah, let's even get a little bit of that. I said everything here is just to get your prospective buyer to like not dig in and look in the car too much. Like I said, you open up the trunk and you're like, oh God, no, that's horrible. But you open up the trunk and it looks like that. You're like, wow, this is a really clean car and I want to buy it. Of course, what we want to do is put a nice shine on the tires. Also, we have this black stuff here. We may as well go ahead and use a little bit of this and give that a shine as well. Look at the difference there. Anything you can to give your car the advantage. Don't forget, you're competing with other people to sell your car. Now let's look underneath the hood. What do you think of that? Look how nice and shiny everything is. Look at that. Now what I like to do is leave the engine running, because the heat helps liquefy that and kind of get it spread out. So there you have it. That is my tips on how to recondition your car to get the best value out of it when you put it up for sale, and how to get the edge over the competition. I've detailed before for a dealer, so I know exactly what they do to recondition their cars when they put them on the lot. I also detail my own in between my active duty stints in the Army. So if this has helped you out and you learn anything, do me a favor and give a thumbs up. And maybe you want to consider going ahead and subscribing to the channel. I am L to the W. I am a disabled veteran. I vlog about my love and passion for cars, and I vlog about life and stuff like that. I have a beautiful wife. I'm remarried. I've had some tragedies in the past, and and some crazy stuff going on currently. So if that kind of stuff interests you, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, man. Help this veteran out, man. I'd love to have you. I'm just trying to grow this channel, but if not, like I said, just hey, a thumbs up. I got links down below if you want to buy t-shirts or make a donation to and help me make these kind of videos. So check out those links down below. There's Amazon affiliate links too. Doesn't even cost you anything. Go buy something and I'll get a small commission. Any little thing helps small YouTube channels like me stay afloat, because it does take a lot of money to buy equipment and materials stuff to do these kind of things. So anyways, good luck selling your car. And hopefully stick around. We'll see you on more videos.